Well, that was certainly a dud laid by the Toronto Maple Leafs yet again. I mean, yeah, they don't have their superstar forward Austin Matthews in the lineup, but that shouldn't matter. I mean, there should be enough firepower in the rest of that lineup to get the job done. There wasn't. And yeah, the team couldn't even mount any sort of comeback, couldn't score a goal. And just when you think they're finally playing better and putting in a lot more effort, you get scored on, down 2-0, and that was all she fucking wrote. So that's so damn frustrating as a fan. I mean, if it weren't for this blog, I'd probably do a little more swearing right now. But yeah, that was so damn frustrating. A team, I get it, the Wild are a good team, but so are the Toronto Maple Leafs. But unfortunately, the last 3 games they've been playing like crap, sitting around, playing loosey-goosey bullshit hockey in their own fucking end. And I don't understand it. I don't get what the hell is going on. Is it Babcock sitting there telling them, all right, now guys, just stay back in your own end, play safe, tuck your fucking tail between your legs, and don't play like we know you can play. Don't try to score. Like, I don't fucking get it, Babs. Like, I really don't understand. It's just so fucking so frustrating as a fan, as a viewer, anything. I mean, you know the team has more than what it's showing, but unfortunately you have Mitch Marner hanging onto the puck far too long, which would be fine if he gets a shot, but he doesn't. Hangs onto the puck till he either loses it or makes a half-ass attempt at the net. And yeah, it's not working for the Leafs at the moment. And even coaching-wise, they need to get off their ass and figure it out. They need a style of play that's going to fucking work for this team. Yeah, we want good defense, but you still want offense. If your defense is trying to settle down, limit opportunities in your own end, it doesn't matter. You're going to get caught in your end night in and night out. And you're going to look like a fucking idiot with your pants down. And you're going to lose a game like tonight where you should have at least had a chance to earn a point out of the game, if not, if not 2 points. And yet again, Anderson can't bail them out. It's not his fault. I mean, he's not the entire team. Everyone else has got to step up and help the guy out. I mean, this is not the Frederick Anderson Maple Leafs. This is the Toronto Maple Leafs. Do your fucking job. Be accountable. Play better. Play hard. Fight for the puck on every single play. If you can't get it done, get the fuck off the ice and let someone else do it. Bring up a minor league player. Let them do it. If you can't fucking do your job, someone else can do your job. So I know I'm a little more vocal this time around. I'm a little more pissed off, obviously, but I'm tired of seeing them sit around and play shinny when you know they can play harder. They can play more crisp. They can score. The Toronto Maple Leafs are a much better and a much stronger team than what they've shown tonight, and than what they've shown the past 3 games. Sorry, it's just that's the frustrating part. It's not like you're watching a group that are terrible and been terrible for years. Yeah, we're used to that in the past, but now that's changed. There's a new culture with this Leafs team, but I mean they've got to stick to that. I mean, fight for one another, fight to get a friggin' win. I mean, push everything you have at their net and down their throats. Tonight they didn't do that. It was a lot of missed opportunities, a lot of terrible shots. Riley, for one, missed a net I don't even know how many damn times. He's not the only one. Willie, fucking Mitch Marner, like the list goes on and on. There's so many guys on the team right now that are not getting the job done. If you could have the effort throughout your lineup like you get from young Zach Hyman, you might be surprised how many wins that'll help you get. Grinding and putting your nose against the boards and keeping that puck, pushing the puck along, trying to create opportunities. But unfortunately, the Toronto Maple Leafs They didn't wake up until about 5 minutes left in the second period and decided, oh my God, that's right, we're playing tonight. We, we've got a game against the Minnesota Wild. Oh, we're only down 1-0, and we haven't checked in until 5 minutes left in the second. Well, I'll be damned. Now we'll try. Now we'll play with some effort. Like, it's frustrating. And yeah, I know it's not very professional, but I don't care. I'm going to finish my beer because I could hardly swallow it during the game. I could hardly enjoy myself. It was just a massive amount of frustration. And yeah, I'm sure many Leafs fans feel the way I feel tonight. It's not very professional to drink when you're doing camera work, but this is a blog, so I'm not getting fucking paid for it. I'm just trying to vent, and I'm just trying to give some entertainment. And yeah, whatever, I may be cursing a little bit. I may be holding a Coors Light in my hand. The wrong way to sip it that way, but yeah. It's just it's unacceptable. It's inconsistent hockey in terms of effort. Yeah, lately they've been consistently sitting around their own end, getting outshot, getting outplayed, getting outworked, and it's a piss off because I mean, you have a young man, a 28-year-old goaltender from Denmark in between the pipes, working his fucking ass off, while everyone else just stands around with their tail between their legs, looking foolish, getting caught off guard every damn shift. I mean, where were their legs? They didn't seem to find their legs until the third period. Even then, it was too friggin' late, too little, too late. You can't show up for a game in the third period and expect to come out with a win. You'll be lucky if you get a point in that chance. I mean, it's unacceptable. There's so much that team needs to improve. And yeah, I mean, Austin Matthews being gone, that makes a huge difference. That's a huge chunk of your team gone. Like, I mean, just in one player alone. But I don't care. That's no excuse. He wasn't playing the greatest even when he was in the lineup recently. He seemed to be struggling, and I think it was still injury related. And yet again, he's out with an injury for the second time in such a short time period. And that tells you right there that maybe he was playing hurt. Or maybe he was just not 100% and re-aggravated whatever the injury was before. Like, tell us the fucking injury. Like, what's the like, I get it. You don't want someone going after him or hurting him where he's hurting right now. You don't want that to come up, come playoff time or even before that. So I understand you don't want to disclose that, but you can't pretend he's not hurt. You can't, like, it does. Bottom fucking line. Someone has to step up. Someone has to do the job. Work. Yeah, you're not going to have the exact amount of talent and skill and stick handling ability and stuff like that like Austin Matthews, but it doesn't matter. You're an NHL player. Everyone on that fucking roster is an NHL player. And unfortunately, they didn't play that way tonight. I mean, you wait till with like 4 or 5 minutes left in the second period to finally try to get some goal scoring chances. It's not going to happen. That's not going to work. It's not going to pan out. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to win that game playing that style of hockey. The laid back fuckery, like, yeah, we'll save and conserve our energy for the third period. Yeah, you kind of did that tonight, and look how it fucking worked out. 2-0. Meanwhile, Alex Stalock is in the Minnesota Wild dressing room, probably laughing his ass off, thinking, yeah, take that, Leafs. That's what you get for not hanging on to me, not giving me a chance. You'd much rather have Curtis McElhinney backing up your star goaltender instead of a young future, maybe a future number one in Alex Stalock. And yeah, I don't know. I like Curtis McElhinney, but I know long term it's not going to work. He's nearing the end of his career, and no offense to him, I love the effort he puts in, but he's a bit of an inconsistent player, as are a lot of his fucking teammates lately. But yeah, like, I mean, you need a tandem, two goaltenders that are going to bounce off each other, are going to push each other. One knows he's number one, the other guy knows he's the backup, but he also knows how important he is. When your number one needs a break, I'm coming in, I'm shutting the door, we're getting a win. Every time I come in that fucking net, in that crease, I'm going to give you an opportunity to get 2 points. Just as much as Freddie gives you every single night. Guy's played his ass off since the beginning of November. And how do the Leafs repay him? By playing half-assed hockey in the month of December. First little bit was okay. Last 3 games are just friggin' bullshit. The effort level's it's not high enough. Compete level's not high enough. They're not working hard enough. I don't care. I'll argue with anyone on that team. Your team is not playing consistent right now. They're not playing as a group. It's all individual efforts and I tried a shot. It's off a shin pad. Oh well, I tried. No, why don't you lay the body? Like, do what you have to do to get a chance to win the game or a chance to score. Help your team win. Because obviously, whatever the hell you're doing lately, I don't know if it's the coaching staff telling them to play this laid back bullshit lazy style hockey. I highly doubt it. And I get it. It starts with defense, but it also determines, like, I mean, you need team effort. Your guys in your defensive end, yeah, that's good. You want them to play steady defense, but unfortunately right now, I don't know what the hell's going on, because you think they're buckled down and playing steady defense, and you're still leaving a dangerous player like Michael Granlund out front for a juicy fucking bang at home goal. I mean, if I was Frederik Andersen, I'd be so pissed off in that locker room tonight. I'd be asking everyone, why do I try? Why do I keep working my ass off night in and night out? And I lose far too many games for how good I play. It's ridiculous. I mean, and yeah, like, they've tried to box out teams and limit turnovers, whatever. Yeah, like, I mean, tonight there wasn't a massive amount of turnovers, but problem was it was sloppy hockey yet again for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and I'm getting real sick of seeing that. I'm so fed up of seeing all the effort put forward by the goaltending and the team just whatever, skating off after another failure of a shift. And yeah, just twiddling their thumbs on the bench and maybe making excuses or sitting there thinking, oh my God, I can't buy a goal. No, buy a goal. If you could fucking buy a goal, yeah, sure. You can't finish your opportunities. It's just not working right now. I don't know what they're going to have to do to fix it, but yeah, I mean, just plain and simple, work harder. Fucking play crisp. Make crisp passes. Hard, crisp passes. Not these little dipsy doodle feather passes, because it doesn't work. And the other teams make you look like, oh my God, they make you look like a AAA team. Like, it just, I don't know. It's so frustrating. God only knows what Babcock's talking about right now. He's having his piece said after the game, his post-game conference. And if it were me, I wouldn't be fucking impressed. I can tell you right now. And he looks very calm for someone who, his coaching staff, himself included, and his team, they're not pointing themselves in the right direction. They are not setting themselves up for future success, even for this season. Yeah, you're in a great playoff spot. You're in second place right now. And I'm sure that also depends on what happens tonight. The Buds have, I believe, about 41 points. But, I mean, yeah, we'll see how the rest of the games play out tonight. And Tampa was winning 3-0 last I saw. So they're going to keep climbing and building that ladder up above us. So, which is fine, but it doesn't matter if you don't play well enough and you do not play consistent, solid hockey. You don't play as a team, as a solid group of guys fighting for one another every single game. It's not going to matter. Even if you're lucky enough to get into the playoffs running on fumes, you're not going far. You're probably making a first round exit because the way they played recently, if that continues, they don't deserve to win, and that's why you're not seeing them pick up these wins. Every win is important. Every point is crucial. And I get it. It's still fairly early in the year. We're not even at the halfway point of the season yet. But it doesn't matter. Like, I mean, you can't play that way. That team has so much damn potential, and they're not playing with that potential right now. They look like they don't know what to do. They like when they're out there on a power play, they look listless. It just looks pathetic, really. I mean, I'll take the run and gun offense from earlier in the year. Yeah, they made some bad defensive mistakes, but at least those games were fucking enjoyable for the fans. Those games were exciting when we won. Right now, it's not fun. You think you're playing defensive hockey? No, you're fucking not. You're leaving guys all alone. You're having three guys on one side of the ice and some guy all by himself in front of Anderson. And, oh, yeah, he's got us. No, man. The guy can't save every single shot. Do your job. Stick to your man. It's not complicated. Play smart hockey. Babcock, DJ Smith, the rest of the coaching staff, you gotta get off your ass and change what's happening right now, because this is not a good omen for the rest of the season. It's looking bad, and I understand it's only 3 games. It's still fairly early. I get it, but I don't care. I don't like excuses. I don't like the bullshit answers they give you, or, oh, we just couldn't find the back of the net. I don't care. Do it. You're paid millions of dollars. Get off your ass. Help your team win. If everyone puts the effort forward, like players like Hyman and Anderson, I mean, you're going to win the majority of your games. I don't give a damn. But you have to outwork that other team. Tonight, they didn't outwork the Minnesota Wild. Like, oh, man. For the most part, they didn't. I mean, there were times where Toronto got in on the forecheck and hemmed the Minnesota Wild in for a little while, had some good chances, but bottom line, they didn't get anything out of it. They let the Wild off the hook countless times. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Alex Stalock, or however you say it, Stalock was great in between the pipes for the Minnesota, and I understand that. But when you're not getting rebounds, you're not getting shots through from the point. Every goalie, like, I mean, you play that way like you did tonight, so laid back and like you don't have a care in the world. Excuse me. That's going to happen. You're not going to beat a lot of teams playing like that. You're not even going to. Chances are you're not even going to beat a team like Arizona playing like that. Take back to that game that the Leafs had against the Arizona Coyotes. They didn't win that game because they didn't deserve to. They didn't show up in time. Start playing halfway through the game, thinking they have a tying goal from Austin Matthews. Goal gets disallowed, and it's like, that's the hockey guys telling the Toronto Maple Leafs, you didn't deserve this one, so we're not giving it to you. We're not giving you any breaks. You want the breaks? Work your ass off. Do it for yourself. Do it for your team. Get the job done. You're not getting it done. It's not going to go your way. Some games go your way because poor Anderson needs the help and deserves the wins. Even tonight, he deserved a chance to win. He did his job. Unfortunately, not everyone else did their job. And, yeah, I mean, the theme of the show, paint it blue. Right now, I'm pretty blue, and not in a good way. I'm blue as in, like, I got the hockey blues. No goals tonight. I didn't get a good hockey fix. I got frustrated and pissed off more than I had any enjoyment. And yeah, it's so irritating to see that. But I think that's about it. I think that's all we need, and probably sworn about 30 times within this 15-minute clip, 15, 18 minutes, whatever it is. But yeah, I mean, I got to get my point across, and I hope that coaching staff is giving it to them in the dressing room right now, because they can't play that way. You're not going to win a lot of games if you continue to go down that road and you continue to play slack off hockey. It's not going to work. You're not going to Shinny paying $5 to have a fuck around and have some fun. There's nothing wrong with having fun, but you also get paid a lot of money to do your fucking job. So do your job. You should want to win so badly that, I mean, that effort is there night in, night out. I understand hockey yeah, it's a game of inches sometimes, and I get it. You don't feel 100% every single night. You don't feel as sharp every time you step on the ice. And I understand that. I've gone, well, here we go. I've gone to shinny, and there's nights, yeah, it's shinny. I don't get paid, but I have fun. I had fun, and I loved being out there. I relish the opportunity to get to touch the ice with my skate blades, get to throw some shots around, whatever, for the love of hockey. And I mean, yeah, and I understand that from game to game, you're not going to feel the same every single time. But if you work hard, I mean, you're going to get opportunities. You're going to help your team win at least. If you're not on your game that night, because yeah, that happens. You're not always going to be on your game every single time you step on the ice. But do something different. If you're not finding that scoring touch that night, or stick handling's a little rough, then simplify the game. Do your strength. Like, go back to your strengths. If that's making smart decisions in your own end, or good man-to-man coverage, good forecheck or good back check, hard along the boards in your own end, hard along the boards on the forecheck. I mean, whatever it is, anything good, positive that gives your team a chance to win, do it. And yeah, I mean, I was almost painted red tonight by my blood pressure probably went through the roof a little bit. And you could, I think it's safe to say you could cook an egg on the top of my head after the game tonight. I was pretty pissed off, and still am trying to calm down. And yeah, if the Leafs want to get their hands on a nice silver trophy at the end of the year, or I know that's a stretch, but you never know. I mean, they have a group that's very capable. In my mind, they're very capable of having a good chance to win the Stanley Cup, especially like in the coming, like, the next 4 seasons. I think you're going to see something great happen with this team. I think they have a very special group of guys. But unfortunately, whatever's going on right now, it's not working. You're not seeing that spark. You're not seeing the chemistry. It's a lot of half-assed one-man efforts, and that's not going to happen. You want to get your hands on that cup. You want to print your names. You want to get your names engraved on that piece of silverware, and you want to paint it blue. You got to play better. That's all we have for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. My apologies for the vulgarities, but yeah, I mean, that's part of being a hockey fan, a very passionate Leafs fan. I've been a Toronto Maple Leafs fan for a long time, and I'm just so frustrated. I do not want to see the season go down the tubes. I don't believe it will, but they have to fix this right now. They have to find the happy medium for defense and offense. I mean, your defense, yeah, it all starts in your back end, and you need to make smart plays coming out of your own end, simplify the game. Tonight, they played around with that again, instead of keeping it simple and carrying it out. If you can't chip it out, if it's not working, chipping along the boards or trying to make these little smooth passes, then carry it out. Use your legs, carry it out of your own end. And once you're out of your own end, then bank it off the boards or whatever. That's fine. At least you're out of your own end, you're out of the danger zone, and you have a much different result at the end of the night, I'm sure. I mean, but yeah, hopefully having a better game coming up next. I don't know if they play tomorrow, I believe, or whatever it is, but either way, they got to play much better. That's not going to work. This is it for episode 4 of Paint It Blue. I'll catch you next time.